no issue at all. I'll keep you updated and we'll send. Yeah, absolutely.
Lance, let us know when we're
Yep,
up.
it's loading now.
Teresa, I just called Keith and he's in Florida right now and they've been having issues with their Xfinity box
Okay.
this whole time that they've been in there. So I don't think that he's going to be able to join.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Called Keith and he.
Yep, we are live.
Okay. And you turned the YouTube off, right? Otherwise it
I'm
won't.
closing it now.
Okay.
We should be good to start.
Okay, thank you. That was our new delegation secretary, Lance White. Did an excellent job. Thank you so much for getting us up live with no issues. We appreciate. Welcome everyone to the Harford County delegation meeting that is via Zoom. Due to changes within the House, we can no longer do in person. So we will continue from today going forward via Zoom, and I believe it will be that way for the entire year. Good morning. I will let you know, the meeting is being live recorded on the Maryland General Assembly on the YouTube channel and available for the public. We ask that our guests and our delegation members, when we speak, to please be brief and to the point, because we are limited time, because we do start the House floor at 10 o'clock. So again, welcome, and we will go ahead and get started. And I'm going to ask Delegate McComas if she would open us up in the word of prayer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Dear Lord, please protect us and help us be guided in our policy decisions, and please take care of Harford County. It's a very treasured county, and please let us find peace in Harford County. Amen.
Thank you, Vice Chair McComas. Now I'm going to ask for Delegate Steve Johnson is going to start us in the pledge, and everyone can remain seated so that you will remain on camera. Thank you. Gotta go off mute.
You'd think we'd know that by now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Delegate Johnson. Appreciate that. So again, welcome. We're just going to go through the agenda. All members, the senators and the delegates have the agendas in front of them, and we are going to start with old business first. So if Vice Chair could make that motion.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the minutes of the last meeting, which it appears that it was a long time ago and far away. So I move to approve the minutes.
And okay, so do I have any questions or comments on that?
Second.
No discussion? Okay, second by Delegate Steve Johnson. Thank you. And we'll just do like a voice vote on this one. Everybody okay?
Yes.
Say aye. Okay.
Aye.
Thank you. And then we're going to move to our new business. New business, we just basically, I'll kind of the overview of new business. I'm going to do it more detailed in part B, but I do just want to mention before we start on our first liquor bill is that, remember, last year we changed our process in the voting. So we're no longer going to have two votes to where we approve the bill and then make it a delegation bill. They're going to be one of the same. So when we vote on a bill, we're approving it and making it a Harford County delegation bill. With that said, I just noticed that the bill that is in front of you, which is LR 2048, that bill, if you notice on the sponsor, it does have Harford County delegation, which is an error. I do apologize. This is Paige's first year of ordering our liquor bills. So just as a reminder, now and in future, whenever you actually have a liquor bill drafted, it's in your personal name. It's never a Harford County delegation bill, and you do not drop it until we vote it as a Harford County delegation bill. This bill, since it already has Harford County, we are still going to go through the process of making it a Harford County delegation bill when that time comes. So sorry about that. So we're going to go ahead. We did have Mr. Keith Rawlings was going to join us, which is the owner of the Arena Club, to speak on this particular bill. But he is having difficulties. He's out of town and having difficulties with his Wi-Fi. So he was on and then he was off. So I think it's pretty brief and pretty easy. We've talked about this bill before. And the liquor board also was out of town, which was Dan. But at our pre-legislative session for our liquor bills, they basically verbally said that they are in support of this particular bill. All right, so before we go along with the bill, I do see some questions. I saw Delegate Steve Johnson first, so go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just had one question.
Mm-hmm.
Since this bill is to allow them to stay open later, is this bar accessible to the public walk-in business, or is it just for members only?
We will have to verify that with Mr. Rawlings, but I do believe, I mean, this is the bill is a member, Arena Club is a member facility. And their members are the ones that go to the pool area, and their members are the ones who do the pickleball. We will verify that. I was hoping, Mr. Rawlings was there. I do see that maybe Delegate Griffith may have that answer when he comes on. So we will follow up with you on that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Delegate Griffith. Off mute. Can't get off mute?
There we go. For the love of God. Sorry, guys. I appreciate
That's
it.
okay.
So the Arena Club is a member-only club, and they have two bars. One by the pool area that's really open during the summer, and one by the pickleball facility. And the pickleball facility is also a membership-driven area. The reason they're asking for this is because right now their license goes to 9 o'clock, but the last round of pickleball games ends at 9. So typically that's one of the largest groups of folks who play is that late. So instead of being able to finish their game, maybe go grab a beer or two and then go home, they have to shut down right when those games are ending. So that's why they're asking for the extension for the pickleball area specifically.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Delegate Griffith. We appreciate that. So do I see any other questions on the bill? You do have the bill in front of you. Delegate Steve Johnson.
Thank you. And I appreciate that. I know that it's the reasoning they want to go to 11. I just would like to be clear and know for sure if people can walk in off the street and go to the bar. I know it's a membership club, but I would like to have that question answered. I see in the bill that they state about that it requires them to have at least 150 members who pay dues.
Correct.
But I still would like to know if they could come in off the street and go to the bar.
Okay, that is easy enough. We will actually follow up on that. So we will hold to this bill if it's okay. Is that what you're asking? You hold the bill for additional information?
If you would, Madam
We have plenty of
Chair,
time.
or unless somebody can make a call to the owner in Florida and ask him that question, we can do it today. I'm open.
Okay.
I'll shoot him a text real fast.
Okay. Or Paige can give him, she just talked to him, so she can give him a call.
Yes, I can call him right now.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So while we wait on that, we have Delegate McComas.
Just briefly, I know my husband is not a member of the Arena Club, but I think that he has played pickleball there, and so you just pay the fee and you go in and play. He usually plays in the afternoon, but I'm just saying that I think so. You would consider him public if he were in the evening playing pickleball. And I know former executive Barry Glassman also plays pickleball, and I don't know if he's a member or if he does what my husband does. So anyway, but I don't know if that clarifies at all for us at this point.
Well, sounds like Paige is talking to him now, so we will get back with that. And I see Delegate Andre Johnson.
Good morning. Thank you, Madam Chair. And yeah, I think that we definitely should just probably table this because I have a question and I don't want to be repetitive because um the question I would ask the owner is that if you're a member, how many guests can you bring with you for day pass or whatever the case may be? Because that could be an issue as well. So
Okay.
I just have some other questions that I need to ask.
Okay, all righty. Thank you. And now Paige, if you have any answers for us?
Yes, Keith said that it's just for members only and that they'll be extending their league hours because I think right now it ends at 10. So this is not a walk-in for the public.
For this time frame, okay, we still, I think there's a little bit of, we have a couple other questions. So we will send, Steve, I will speak with him. Keith, speak with him. And then if I would like for Delegate Johnson to go ahead or Delegate Andre Johnson, if you want to go ahead and table it, we'll make that motion and then get a second, and then we'll follow up with all of our answers for next week.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to table this until we can get the owner
Further
in.
notice. Okay. All right, thank you. And do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, everybody, if we can do it in a voice, if everybody's good. If somebody does not agree, just raise your hand. Okay, Lance, I cannot see all the hands, so we good? Lance?
Yeah, I was looking, checking real quick.
Oh, okay.
I don't see any hands either.
Okay, all right, so that motion passes to table LR 2048 until we hear back from the owner on the several questions that we had during the meeting, and we'll put this on the agenda for next week. All right, thank you very much, everyone, on that. We will move down to the meeting dates. We will continue to stay with our Thursday date. As long as we have like delegation bills and delegation information that we have to discuss. As I mentioned before, it will be on Zoom and the meetings are live for the public to go up and listen to. We also, your next item is the Aegis article. The Aegis so graciously is allowing us to write our articles again throughout the session. The list is in your notes. If you have any kind of issues or you cannot do that particular date that's listed, we're just going to stick with the same calendar we had last year. If you want any changes, make sure that you work it out with that particular senator or delegate on your own, and then let the delegation know that you've switched. The details of the article is also in your notes, laid out. Main items, you have that to read. Main items, you have to stay within the, this 650 words to 700 words. We ask that you stick with that because they get kind of upset if we don't follow their guidelines, and they may stop us from doing it. You have to have your letter into the Aegis by Monday before the week that it's actually in the paper. You also are responsible for sending that directly to the Aegis with your headshot on that Monday, and also send a copy of the article to the Harford County delegation. If you have any other questions, you can see us on that. Let's see. Okay, we have the next item would be going over, as we know, we do have a large all-day pre-legislative session back when we're in Harford County, opposed to doing it at our delegation meetings here. And we had a couple requests. We kind of followed up on those. So just to go over it briefly, if any of these sponsors would like to comment, that's fine, brief comment, but I think we have all of them taken care of. So the first one was the e-bike safety. We did find out from Senator James's office that she is sponsoring, and that is a statewide bill, would not be a delegation bill. So she's taking care of that. I don't know if we have anyone from her staff on. So we'll move on to the next one. And that was requested by the Bel Air Chief of Police. We had one that was requested from the town of Bel Air mayor. Paula Edding. She requested something from the Historical Preservation Code Fix. This was a bill that Delegate McComas had last year. It had a few issues we found out, so we wanted, during our pre-legislative session, we asked Delegate McComas to get an AG's opinion to make sure that it moves through the legislative process this year and not get stuck in the Senate. And Delegate McComas has received that information. So she is good to go. Delegate McComas, would you like to have a brief word, or are you good?
The only thing I would say is I am going to see if we can get a cross file from one of our senators. And so I'm going to approach Delegate Jennings, Mary Delaney, and Senator, and
Mhm.
also Senator Gallion. So
Okay,
to see
great.
who, because I know that I think they're limited to the number that
They are.
so,
They are.
yeah. So.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And the town of Bel Air as well. The next one we have, not sure if the title was correct, but this is a bill that Delegate Griffith has taken on last year, and he has agreed to move forward with that again this year. I think it's a group of possibly 3 different bills. But I know the school system, when we had the superintendent there, the law enforcement, when we had Sheriff Gaylor there, the county executive, Bob Castley, and also our state's attorney, Allison Healy, they were all on board with this bill, the one that they had spoke about at the pre-legislative session, and Delegate Griffith did tell them that he was moving forward with that, and hopefully we can get that passed. Delegate Griffith, would you like to speak on that briefly?
Yes. So, sorry, I'm on my phone, so it's a little bit wonky. No, so it was 2 bills last year. We expanded to 3 bills this year for a variety of reasons. The first bill gives the school systems access to juvenile sexual offender registry. It's kind of shocking they don't have that access now. So a kid can be arrested and convicted.
I got the email like
Someone
they
is
said that we
Lauren.
the legislators are supposed to be joining.
No, you can get on. I'm on.
No, they're not letting me in.
No.
So I'm
Viewers.
thinking that they let
Okay,
one staff
Lance.
member in.
Yep. I found
All
who
right.
was speaking.
There we go.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So a child, a juvenile, can be arrested and convicted of committing sexual assault or various sexual offenses, and the schools do not have any idea that this child may be on the sexual offender registry. So that's obviously problematic when placing students and making decisions, not just with on its face, but also a school system could be putting the juvenile who committed the crime in the same classroom with their victim without knowing about it. So that's what we're trying to do with this one. The other one dealt with 2 different issues. One was reportable offenses. Right now, in the state of Maryland, a juvenile can be convicted of production and distribution of child pornography, be placed right back in the school, and the school is not allowed to be made aware of it. Additionally, a juvenile can call in and threaten to shoot up an entire school, be arrested and convicted, and that's not reportable to the school. So production, distribution, of child pornography, threats and mass violence, all these things are not reportable. These aren't suspected of, these are convictions. So we're trying to add some of these very common sense crimes to the delineated list of reportable offenses. And then finally, the other one is being suspected of committing a violent felony. This is tied to the issue where we had a legal immigrant, MS-13 gang member who brutally raped and murdered a 20-year-old autistic woman in Aberdeen. He was the sole and only suspect and very likely suspect of this crime. They were only waiting for DNA evidence to confirm this was the case. So while they're waiting for DNA evidence, this individual was allowed to be in Edgewood High School after having committed this brutal crime. And the school was not allowed to know that this individual was the likely individual. He has since been convicted of this crime. But we also put a lot of guardrails in this bill. So in the case where the state's attorney is the only person able to make the notification, and only the superintendent and one designee is allowed to be aware of it. So it never trickles down to the school level. So if the student is exonerated, there would be no repercussions. There would be no stigma. And this bill is not prescriptive as to what the superintendent should do with this individual. It's just a notification vehicle.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. The next one we have is the solar farms. This one, the folks that came in said that they wanted the solar farm. The bill that we passed last year, our farmers, is 5% can be solar. I believe the Republican caucus actually has, the delegation has a bill in to reduce that to the 3%. So on all of these bills, they are not Harford County delegation bills. They are all statewide bills. I would ask, since we don't have these bills, we're not looking at them, that the sponsors that are sponsoring these bills would give you the opportunity, if you like, to be a co-sponsor if they're not already dropped. So I do see a hand with Delegate Johnson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Are you sure that's 3 or are there multiple bills? Because I have a copy of one in my office and I read it was knocking it down to 2%.
2%, is that the caucus bill, Deuce?
I'm not sure. An individual sponsor brought it by, so
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
Okay. Delegate Griffith, do you remember if it's, I saw one with 2 and I saw one with 3. Is ours is 3, or do you know? I think there were 2 of them.
2.5.
2.5. 2.5 in between.
Okay, so there must be a couple bills
Yeah.
floating around. Okay, thank you.
Probably, yeah. A lot of farmers and a lot of folks, delegates that are in the rural area are putting these bills in. So which one you have an opportunity to look at it and be a co-sponsor would be fine. Doesn't have to be a particular one. Okay, so that's that part. We're going to move on. Citation criteria for citations. Again, that hasn't changed, so you have that to look at. Just make sure as soon as you get it that, we do have a time limit. So if you have something that you want to have the delegation order, just remember that it has to be ordered, it has to be put together, it has to be mailed or delivered by one of us. And there are criterias for Harford County delegation citation. We should be familiar with that. Next thing, we do have a student advocacy day. They're coming, and we did between Senator Gallion and our office, we were able to get a space. So I think it's the same space as last year. And there was a little bit of confusion last year where the room was. So some of us got lost. But it is on the 4th floor of the James Senate building. And as soon as you go up the elevator or up the steps, it's that small room right in the middle before you go to either wing. So it's right there in that office. They're there for, I believe, a couple hours. So if you could please stop by to see the students from from Harford Community College, that would be greatly appreciated. And we have a couple other group items that we may get spaces for. It's very challenging this year because they've taken all of our delegation rooms away. Because of some of the changes and adding a new standing committee this year. They need more office space, so all that's being, redone and no more delegation. So that's one of the reasons why we will probably remain on Zoom as well. Delegate McComas, do you have a question?
Real quick question. What is the date that we will have the Student Advocacy Day? So we know, so I can. make sure.
That is February the 5th. It's a
Okay.
Thursday, February the 5th.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. 4th floor, Senate James Building, room 4815. Okay, I don't see any other questions. We're going to move on to our elections. The first election would be for our vice chair, and we would need a motion first and second on that. Do I see a first?
Madam Chair,
Yes, Delegate
Mhm.
Andre.
thank you.
Johnson.
I would like to make a motion to nominate Delegate McComas as the Vice Chair of the Harford County Delegation.
Okay, we have a first, and do we see a second? Do we hear a second? I
Second.
okay. So Delegate Johnson, you second? Steve Johnson.
Yes, second.
Okay, and we have Delegate Steve Johnson. So Lance, you have the motion is to elect Delegate McComas as vice chair. And we have a first by Delegate Andre Johnson. We have a second by Delegate Steve Johnson. And now we will take a voice vote. If you could read over the list.
Of course. Chair Riley.
Chair is always last.
Understood. Okay. So then Delegate McComas,
Yes.
Delegate Arikan,
Yes.
Delegate Griffiths,
Yes.
Delegate Johnson,
Yes.
Delegate Johnson,
Yes.
and Chair Riley.
Yes. And then I guess going forward, since we have Johnson and Johnson, if you say S. Johnson or A. Johnson, Delegate
course.
A. Johnson, or yes, I know they make it difficult for us. Okay, so now we have, so the motion, Lance, did the motion pass?
The motion passed.
Okay, thank you. So now we have the elections for the chair of the Harford County delegation, and do I see a first?
Madam
Delegate-
Chair, I'd like to
Delegate Steve Johnson.
nominate Delegate Teresa Riley for the chair of the Harford County delegation.
Second.
Okay, so we have a first and we have a second. Thank you. Seeing any discussion? Seeing none. Now, Lance, would you take the voice vote?
Of course. Is Vice Chair McComas then second to last as well? Sorry, I just want to add that.
It's Delegate McComas first, yes.
Okay. So Vice Chair McComas,
Yes.
Delegate Arikan,
Yes.
Delegate Griffith,
Yes.
Delegate Johnson A,
Yes.
Delegate Johnson S,
Yes.
and Delegate Riley.
Yes. Okay.
The motion has passed.
Okay, thank you. So both of those motions have passed. Thank you very much. Again, I know Delegate McComas is the same. It is an honor to be in leadership for the Harford County delegation, and hopefully we make you all proud. Thank you. Now, I don't see, does anybody have any questions before Delegate Steve Johnson?
I'm sorry, Madam Chair, that was pilot error.
Okay, all righty. Seeing no further discussion, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Madam Chair, I move to
Yes.
adjourn.
Okay, and
Second.
second. And we heard a second from Delegate Arikan. Thank you, everyone.